Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is kind of like one half or like the 2 out of 2 of my like Halloween videos. Like what I actually did during Halloween. First half was like me doing makeup and I'll pop up right here and you can see in the sidebar. And that was really fun. I just went to work and I'll also like pop in what I wore for like my actual work costume Halloween. But this is the second part because when I came home, some of my friends were doing, some of my online friends, some of the online baddies were doing a tarot reading for some of us. And so, sorry, I'm a normie, can you tell? Also, I just wanted to show off the little makeup, the very Ariana Grande Positions style makeup that I wanted to do today. Very cute, very sultry, very sexy, and I wanted y'all to see it to notice because a lot of times my glasses blocks everything, so sorry for having a big ass head. Also, this necklace is from Karina Padilla, one of my favorite artists ever online on Tumblr forever, following her for a while. I'll also link it down below, pop it up right here. I think it was like 20 bucks, but it was totally worth it. Like, I've had it for 2 years already. I don't really wear jewelry often. I wanted to wear her earrings too that I have, but I think this ear is closed. But yes, I'm serving you library realness. We're trying to get our witchy vibes. We're trying to be one with the universe and stuff like that. So I got a tarot reading done, and my spread, which I'll pop up right here, and I'll put the questions down below as well, is basically, what the fuck is it called? Basically, like, is it a, am I ready to move spread, or should I move spread? So it's 5 cards, 5 questions, and I will go through. I have notes, so, this is also my sketchbook, and I'll do a sketchbook tour, eventually, but now I want to talk about my tarot reading and what it means, and how even some of my friends, they were like, oh, like, hey, you were actually, like, really insightful, and I was like, oh my god, me? What? But this is definitely kind of like my intro and getting into tarot, if you're not sure what it is, and you're like, oh, what the fuck is that? I'm gonna burn you, bitch. Hold on, before you start, you get the stakes ready. This is from the Wikipedia. Basically what tarot is and tarot reading is the practice of using tarot cards to gain insight into the past, present, or future by formulating a question and then drawing and interpreting the cards. Meaning, so basically what I'm going to tell you. So the first one I got is the question that the first question for my spread was, why am I feeling the pull to move? The card that was pulled for me is the 8 of Pentacles, which basically means that this is half of like their interpretation, and then I'll also talk about something that I did later on with the app that I was recommended. So basically, I'm good at my job and my tasks, and what the fuck did I even write? So basically it means that towards like that I'm good at what I do, and I'm already kind of like exhausted being here, like in the city that I'm in, and that I am at the stage and ready to move. That is what their interpretation was, and that's what kind of I gathered from the notes that I took. That was the 8 of Pentacles. I'll pop up the card right here as well if it's not already up there. The second question that is asked is desire to move in alignment with my highest good? And for that one, I got death. And I was like, oh shit, bitch, I'm gonna die. That's not what it means. Basically, it's a positive card as changing yourself, desire to move, the readiness and willingness to change, which I am constantly always to do. Y'all know I'm a fire sign, I'm a Sagittarius, double Sagittarius, Libra moon. I am always ready to run away from our problems, as you know. And I felt like that one is very significant to me because I definitely feel like I'm always that person who's constantly like trying to adapt and to gain insight on situations and to trying to always like reflect inwards if I'm gonna reflect outwards. Like, I'm very I kind of mirror like the things that I consume with like media and stuff like that, which is why I love Neon Genesis Evangelion. Okay, so the third question and the third card, what the universe has in store for me regarding my desire to move. The card that was pulled for me was Temperance, which means or it could be interpreted as patience and moderation, staying calm in times of stress. So I was very nervous when I was looking for apartments for moving, and sometimes you kind of just have to go with your gut, but also sometimes it's better to wait to see what opens up, wait to see what can be there. And I felt like this would also is like a sign to like definitely like slow down and to reconsider, because I don't want to end up in living in a shitty apartment like I am right now. And this is it shitty? Yes. Am I suffering? Yes, always. But that's just the way that my main character arc goes, And the last thing that I put for Temperance is taking the time, no rush, because I am someone who's definitely very last minute, seeing as today. I was supposed to do a bunch of tours, supposed to record the videos, and I'm recording all of my videos and doing all of my tours today because I'm a procrastinator. The fourth card and the fourth question for my spread is, how will I know when the time is right to move? And I feel like timing is everything, and sometimes you gotta rush into it, sometimes you just gotta go. So the card that was pulled for me is the Magician, which is basically manifesting. It is knowing when the time is right and everything will come together. So this again is just like a sign that like everything is falling into place and that everything is going the way it needs to go. And I was just like, oh shit, like it, like basically this all like makes sense. And what also I thought was really cool was that the Eight of Pentacles and Temperance are kind of go hand in hand, and that they're correlated in the sense that like they're connected, in that like being patient and doing what I am and finishing up my time here. Like, you know, it's interesting and very exciting to see, because it's very, very on the fence. Like, I asked a bunch of people, and I was like, I don't know if I should move. Because I'm someone who makes very rash decisions all the time. I'm very impulsive. But because I have my fiance and because I have my cat, I don't know if he's sleeping right behind me, directly behind me. Like, let me see. Yeah, there he is. My bed is a mess. Yes, I'm a disaster. But yeah, I have a lot more of stake now, especially with like my career, whatever the fuck career I have, and then with my YouTube, and then with my fiance and my cat again. I have a lot more at stake. It's not just me anymore. It's my family. It's my job. It's a lot of other things on the line. So definitely this is like, holy shit. Like, it's like, the things that were on the back of my head on the back burner are like being pulled into reality. And that's something that I've talked about multiple times on my channel. It's like, I say some things because when you actualize it, it's in the universe. It's permanent. You can't take it back. Like when you say hurtful things, you can't take it back. You can make amends for it, but what's done is done. So moving forward, yeah, it's like, it was like, holy shit, like this is what I've been thinking about for a long time, especially with being here in Lubbock. So the last question and the last card that I got was, the last question is a message from the universe. And the card that was pulled for me was Eight of Wands, which is a fire card, I believe. And I was like, oh shit, bitch, it's full circle, look at the fire sign. Okay, so what does that mean? Everything falling into place and all signs lead this way, to keep going, to keep planning, and to keep manifesting and stuff like that. And like after we discussed and everything, I was like, holy shit, like this makes so much sense. It's like all signs lead to yes, all signs lead to like take your time, be patient, save up your money, decide on where you want to go, and just do it. Because there's no harm. Like I'm not super young, but I'm still young. Like there's no rush to have to live in Dallas or to live in Austin or San Antonio or wherever we want to move. You know, I can just take the time to work on me and to work on myself and to get my family together and to get us in the most healthiest possible state we can be to move, because moving, again, like we're uprooting ourselves, and it's very tumultuous situation every time I move. So I think this spread was definitely something that I needed to hear, and definitely that the universe is telling me, hey bitch, do it. You've been wanting to do it. Now is the time, next year. So I'm very excited. And also it was just like really nice. And also like it's Scorpio season and the full lunar cycle and things like that. It was all like, it felt very right. That's what I'll say. And so the app that my friend was recommending me, she said Labyrinthos, which is a online tarot school and readings, and everything is free. You know, you can learn a bunch of resources. You can learn even about like zodiacs and the houses and stuff like that. And it's all free. Like you don't have to pay anything. Like they have actual, like when you go on the website, they actually have like really beautiful decks that are like $20-$30, and they're gorgeous. And that's how like they fund the app and fund like the knowledge and stuff like that. So that's super cool. So I downloaded that, and I want to show you what I got. My pulls for today, and it makes so much sense too, especially if you know what today's date is. This is it's November. What is today? November 4th. If you know, you know. If you don't, you are a sweet summer child, and I appreciate your blissful ignorance. So what was my pull for today? Basically, I got 8 of Cups, which is disappointment and loss. 5 of Cups, which is despair and sadness. But also, the one thing that I really did like about the card is that although 3 are spilled, there are 2 remaining, which means that you just gotta keep going. There's still hope. And with my last pull, which definitely made a lot of sense, the 8 of Wands, the willpower to move on, meaning that, again, knowing me, you know, quick to recover after bad things happen and stuff like that. And even though what happened publicly, globally or nationally is a hot ass mess, there are still some things going on, you know, behind the camera that definitely align with what this is saying. But that doesn't mean that it's the end of the world for me personally, or the end of the world for everyone else. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed the reading, and I really, really liked interpreting, because after that we did one of my other friends who was like doing the tarot readings, she asked for a spread, and my friend did it, and I was like interpreting it as well, and it was really interesting. She was like, oh my god, like you're so insightful, and I was like, oh my god, me. And so this is definitely something that I want to continue to learn and continue to grow and foster, because I'm always about learning and learning new things. Can I keep up with them? No, but is it good to, learn new skills and learn new things that may be able to help others? Definitely. And I'm very someone who likes to help others, and so I definitely like being able to do tarot readings for my friends, family, and loved ones would be very interesting and very insightful, I feel like, because I'm very much an optimist, but I'm also very blunt, and I'm not gonna like sugarcoat it to myself or to others. But I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this was, and also like this Halloween reading was so cool and so fun actually. And I wanted to like, if my friends are watching this video, thank you guys so much. And if my other friends are watching this video, y'all know we should definitely do more tarot readings, because this was really fun actually, really enjoyable. And if you're someone who's very open to other like spiritual things, or just open to other ways of talking to the universe and other ways of connecting to nature, and not necessarily being so religious and tied to religion, this is something that's very interesting, and something that's very can take place in the loss, in the sense that you're replacing that guiding power, whereas like God is kind of everyone's, you pray, you figure out what you need to do for the stuff like that. This is this is a good, I don't want to say a good replacement, but this is a good alternative if you're not very religious, because I don't want the Christians to fucking witch hunt me. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Again, thank you to my friends for opening my eyes, and for this great positive message, and for this great new skill that I will be learning. But yeah, that is all that I have for you. If you enjoyed the video, if you like me, please leave a comment, subscribe, share with your friends, because YouTube fucking hates me. And again, I want to get to 200 subscribers by the end of the year, and I know it is possible. So please share, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you in the next one.